Hello everyone, I'm back. It's 5:45 p.m. exact. So I had to switch hotels because excuse me, the other hotel that I was at they had you know ran out of rooms and were sold out. And so I just got paid this morning. And all 5 days of the hotel room was from the Social Security check for like, so if I could have had the other room, I may have had to pay like maybe $20 more or so, but I could have had 7 days plus maybe but anywhere between 1 and 3 more free nights. But excuse me, due to the Jazz Fest, that's the reason why you know they raised, and then it's the weekend too, so they raised the prices. And a lot, certain hotels were sold out. So um so this one was a little more expensive. You know, so I mean, all I was able to afford was 5 days. And you know, so like I started to doze off. I think I did get a little bit of sleep after the previous video this morning at the other hotel. And then excuse me, and it was raining. So I would have had to take like this seems like, I think this is in an area where the buses don't run, or there's a bus that's very limited. It's a different hotel. I never been here before. This is my first time here. So I would have had to take like 2 buses or 3 buses in a streetcar or something. I don't remember, or maybe 3 or 4 buses to get over here. So I just took an Uber and came over here. And so because of the fact that all the cheaper hotels were well, not all of them, some of them were sold out. So I one hotel, um it was like a certain price, and then I went to check and see if I could find something cheaper or something lower. And then that hotel raised the prices within like a few minutes. They changed the prices within a few minutes. So excuse me. So then so it's like, I'm sorry, my anxiety is extremely high right now. So I was trying to get the cheapest that I could afford that's available. But I didn't know until after I got here that if they charge like you know, because of me staying 5 days, they would have charged like $200 for a deposit. I'm like, yikes. But they say it's refundable. But you know, but I had no choice but to come here, you know. Um, but the guy only charged me 100 for the deposit. Um, so I'm not supposed to get that back until after I check out, and they say about 3 days. So, um, earlier today I got some online harassment with gang stalking and stuff like that. But the Uber driver, he was nice and he didn't say much. But one thing that kind of made me question whether or not he was a perp was I noticed that he was playing a song that was one of my favorite songs from a music group that I liked back in the 90s. Um, when I was still in elementary school. So that made me question, but it might have been just pure coincidence. Um, it was one of my favorite songs throughout the whole wide world. It was by a male group. I'm not gonna mention. Um, so then like when I packed my stuff up, I forgot the small pack of cheese that was like right about maybe somewhere around more or less $2.50. The Swiss cheese, like $2.50. I had like 8 slices left, and I didn't realize until after I got over here that I forgot to excuse me, I forgot to take it out of the refrigerator and take it with me. But um I guess I mean I guess it must have been meant because when I came over here, I had to wait 4 hours for a room. And 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 so then the front desk agent said that she couldn't let me do early check-in, or else I would have to pay 75 extra dollars. And so I didn't have the funds or couldn't afford to pay 75 extra dollars. So I just had to wait 4 more hours. 75 extra dollars, that's another whole hotel night. So I just held out for 4 more hours. And she said that because of the fact that it's the Jazz Fest was the reason why she had to charge $75, in which I couldn't afford it, so I just had to wait until the time came. But she said basically any other time I could have been able to check in earlier. So I'd be like, damn. I'd be trying to get hotels and stuff where there's no deposit required. But I heard about the $100 deposit, but I didn't realize until after I got here that they said it was 200. But the guy, I explained my situation and my homelessness and everything, and he just charged me, only $100 deposit. But I'm supposed to get it back, So a lot of people had a lot of complaints about this hotel, but so far this looks like a really really nice hotel in a really really nice room, and it looks kind of it looks a little bit historic. You know, like if you like in those kind of historic or antique looking kind of hotels, but only a little bit, not like that much historic or fancy or expensive or whatever, but just a little bit. But as I said, you know, I had no choice but to because, you know, it's the second and last weekend of Jazz Fest, and then for July I have to worry about the Essence Festival. So um, about 10:45, I ate the leftover rotisserie chicken salad and Pringles and stuff from from what I had yesterday. Well, I ate that before I left the other hotel, and so I had like the other like two sandwiches, the rotisserie chicken salad sandwiches, and Pringles, and you know those a couple of those organic, natural, healthy peanut butter cups, you know. And so I'm not gonna say what I had for lunch, but I was able to get like I had breakfast food for lunch and lunch food for breakfast, but I am unsure of what to have for dinner. But um, I would not. I mean, I feel like I wish I could have something healthy for dinner, but I might be able to get to have. I mean, I might be able to have although I might end up having to have junk food like burger or something and fries for dinner. But the good thing is at least it'll be $6 for happy hour price. You know. So um yeah. I think they did like when I went to sleep this morning, they did a dream manipulation kind of thing on me where I had like a nightmare, a bad dream that I went to the Kraft family's house, and then I got arrested again for trespassing on private property. Now, like, what the hell? Nowadays, I wouldn't even want to set foot on any Kraft family's homes or property or anything like that, you know? Um, so, I mean, I figured that was the gang stalking dream manipulation to try to spook and scare me again, you know? And then it was like as if I would have, like, charged with, trespassing twice and was taken to jail again in the dream, you know. But last summer, after being threatened and harassed when I was living in Bloomington, from then on I was having traumatizing nightmares about getting arrested and being locked up for the rest of my life and never being let out. But even when I was living in Los Angeles, I was terrified of the police and traumatized and dreaded and hated police any and every city and state that I would go to. You know, would feel a PTSD and end up with severe panic attacks every time I saw a police officer. You know. And then when I was living in LA, several times a day, every time I looked out my window, there was a police car passing by my house. So, Um, and then just about every day I saw somebody multiple people going to jail just about every day. And I've, you know, seen some police brutality as well. Even here in New Orleans metro area, well, in actual New Orleans, like, um, for some odd reason in downtown New Orleans in December 2018, I think it was the Louisiana State Police or the troopers or somebody, you know, had somebody sitting on the ground in handcuffs with an extremely bloody head and face. And I was like, damn, well, what the hell did they do to him? And it was a black man, too. And then, like, a lot of the black women were eyewitnesses and walked down Canal Street and was like, look how they done bust all that man head up. You know. And that traumatized me. So, you know, but I mean, I know from my own, you know, experiences with police abuse and brutality, you know, feeling a PTSD moment, you know, and feeling terrified. And I know the Bible, you know, after some years, I found out the Bible said we shouldn't fear any man. You know, we shouldn't be scared of any man. And then me finding out that a lot of the police being associated with gang stalking, it helped me to be strong enough to stand up to them, and for me to even have them to be submissive and scared and back down, and then, you know, fuck off and leave me alone. You know, so then but anyway, um I mean, I was feeling excruciating torture, feeling sleep deprived and tired, and couldn't wait till it was time to come up here. Um, excuse me, and then so like after a late lunch due to the happy hour, um, I came up here, and you know, I took a quick brief tour around the hotel and trying to find out like where the laundry room is, where the pool is, where this is, where that is. Even though I'm not gonna go swimming, but I just wanted to take a look at the pool, you know. Um, but I don't even have the proper clothes to go swimming, and I don't want to get my hair more ruined than it already is. Um, and then excuse me. And then right after that, I went to take a shower. Well, I went to use the bathroom and then take a shower. And then I'm just laying down resting. So I had a super late breakfast and super late lunch. And you know, but the breakfast and lunch was reversed, you know. Eating breakfast at close to lunch food for breakfast at close to um lunch food for breakfast at close to 11 o'clock in the morning, before 11 o'clock, like 10:30, 10:45, about 10:30, and then eating breakfast food at like 3:15, you know. But I don't even know if I should just Like, I mean, I wish I could discipline myself to not have anything else to eat for the day, or for the night. But like yesterday, I didn't have anything to eat or drink until after 4:30 yesterday afternoon because of being in so much pain and being so sick. And then last night I had the healthy juices plus some more Pringles, and I'm surprised I was feeling stuffed. And then like 3 something in the morning, I was crazy hungry and felt like I was starving, but I ate nothing. But I think I may have eaten the chips at like 7:30 or 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock. Yes, last night or whatever, sometime. Um, but nothing to eat until 10:30 this morning. And so, I don't even know if I will have dinner or not. But if I do get hungry, um, it's still happy hour, and then I can go and get burger and fries for $6. You know, and so they had this job interview that's postponed until tomorrow. But depending on how I feel, I mean, I suspect it might be a scam job, so I might just pass on that one. But later on next week, I have a job interview. Um, and like, because of this hotel being like kind of complicated with the transportation, and the buses really don't run around here, or if they do, it's like one of the limited services. So, um, I don't know how I'm gonna get to and from the interview next week, but well, I'm a well. Wait a minute. Yeah, so something else I needed to say, but it slipped my mind. But this morning I was, coughing and blowing my nose all morning long. You know, excuse me, I was coughing and blowing my nose all morning long. But okay, so good thing I found relief. What the incident that happened Wednesday night. Um, so this guy I went to school. I remember him from Gretna Junior High, but I do not remember him at all at West Jeff. But I remember some of his siblings at West Jeff and Gretna Junior High, or siblings or cousins or something like that. You know. So the reason why that I'm gonna publicize his name, because I suspect that he was perping me, or I suspect that he was a perp trying to set me up. So the guy that I was telling y'all about, I mean, cause like I wasn't sure whether or not he was trying to set me up, or if he had my best interest at heart and really wanted to help me. So okay, so this guy, he had a bag that looked like military. So this guy I went to school with, his name is Ronald Frazier. And I saw him on the bus, and like I feel like, at first I wasn't gonna ask him anything or approach him, but I asked him, "Are you Ronald Frazier?" And he said, "Yeah." And then after we start talking and stuff like that, we had a conversation, and I told y'all pretty much everything. Not everything, but I told y'all a lot of stuff. But I thought he was doing a good deed for me or trying to help me out. But you know, I thought he was trying to help me out, but couldn't have been. So I'm gonna jump to the conclusion that he was a perp because I just found out today that well he wrote me a $100 check, like a personal check, and handed it to me. And it's like I didn't realize until after some time that and I was very sleep deprived, that he didn't even fill out the check properly. And then so at first, well, the bank, I tried the mobile deposit, and then I tried the mobile deposit, and I had a small little issue, and then afterwards, the bank accepted the mobile deposit, and so it wasn't. So I thought that I had like an extra $100 of help, and I didn't say anything when I said that he gave me a gift, but I wasn't gonna say anything because I thought everything was legit. I thought he was trying to help me and stuff, but come to find out, like he had well, my bank told me on what was it, Wednesday? I guess it was Tuesday night when I saw him. And so Wednesday, before the court situation, that was the guy I was telling y'all that he wanted me to go to Texas and that he was gonna get me an apartment and help me out, and that he wanted me to not go to my court my court trial or whatever, and I'm like, well, I can't do that, so then but I just found out today that that my bank, debited, like, cause Wednesday I took the $100 that he gave me. I thought was $100 with the check. I used part of that and part of the other donation money, the online donation money, to go to fake Walmart and buy the clothes and the hygiene stuff for court, and and like someone had donated me funds for enough for the Uber rides in the cab and stuff like that, and plus hotel and stuff. And so then, I noticed that this morning, I'm sorry, not this morning, this afternoon when I was eating my lunch, or it was right before I ate my lunch. And I noticed that, because I called the bank and asked if everything was okay, and one of the tellers had told me everything looked fine and everything seemed fine, but then, because I felt something was weird with him, right, the way he wrote the check, and I just wanted to make sure everything was right, or make sure that I did everything legally. I'm already in enough doggone freaking trouble. So, so then I found out this afternoon when I called my bank. The bank told me that I have nothing to worry about, but the $100 was returned. Well, it was debited out of my account and returned because the bank told me that he did not have sufficient funds in the bank. And I'm like, well, why would he do that to me? But it should have been some red flags when he was telling me well, I'm a very, very smart person, or I always been truthful to you, or I always been honest and this and that, or whatever that he was telling me, And, I never, I never let you down. I don't remember exactly word for word what he said, but y'all get what I was, But I mean, but if you were in the military, why the hell would you pull off some scam towards a homeless person if you write me a check with non-sufficient funds? And so what happened was, now I have $100 less in my bank account than I should have because of what he did. But good thing that the bank told me that I am not in any trouble. Good thing that they said I'm good on my end. But if I would have had, like, aside from, well, if it weren't for the deposit nor what he did, I would have 300 something dollars in my bank account right now. But because of what he did, that deducts $100. And then the deposit for the hotel deducts another $100. And so now I have like $100, like I think $107 in the bank, and about maybe $22 in cash. So I definitely need some more batteries for my MP3 player because I'm running low on those. And so I'm also um might need extra soap, battling. I mean, if I gotta end up itching some more, and battling bed bugs. But I took a shower with the soap today, like as soon as I came up in here, and thankfully they have a laundry on site where I can wash my clothes. So so it looks like I will have to stretch, 100 I guess $129 um for the next few days. But I don't even know if I might luck up and have enough points for a free night. Um, but I would have to check out of here and be on the streets for a couple of days. And then maybe I can, with enough points, I might have earned and racked up enough for a free night. But so yeah, so far I'm here until Wednesday and have to stretch the funds that I have. And so I guess I don't know if I should just, I mean, the fact that the bank told me I'm fine on my end, I guess that must have been just like a $100 freaking cash advance. You know, and I didn't realize I was gonna be switching hotels. But I forgot about the Jazz Fest thing. And yeah, so the other hotel like was sold out, and if I would have known that, then maybe I wouldn't have ordered like cups and cups and paper towels and stuff. But due to like me having a cold and everything, I definitely needed to toilet paper or something. Been blowing my nose like crazy and coughing like crazy. Um, you know, So if me and Ronald, I don't know if Ronald might be my age or slightly older or slightly younger, but if you supposedly been in the military, it's like, why would you, and you nearly or about 40 years old, why you did that to me? And he was, trying to tell me that he owns two corporations and telling me to go out to Dallas and that he was gonna, have me working for him, and that he was gonna give me a job, $30 an hour, and for me to have my own place out there in Dallas, Texas, and so if he you know if he tricked me with a check that didn't have enough funds in it, he tried to talk like he got so much big success and big money and everything. And so I was, even questioning whether or not he was trying to, was this a sellout deal that he was trying to offer, but I guess I dodged a bullet what he tried to do to me. I dodged a bullet, you know. Um. So yeah, I'm $100 short on. I could have had $300 more dollars. I mean, I meant to say $300, in my bank account right now, but I got 100 because of what he did and because of me having to pay the deposit on the hotel. But with the hotel, I'm supposed to get that deposit back. So I'm basically $100 short because of what he did. Or was it $100 cash? Like as if it was a $100 cash advance. That wasn't an agreement that we made or anything like that, but it seemed like, I mean, he was, supposedly giving me that, you know, so, and he was expecting for me to come out to Texas and just he was expecting for me to just not go to he was expecting for me to not go to the court date and just take that $100 and just go flee to Texas and don't worry about. And I'm like, wait a minute, are you trying to tell me to do wrong? I don't know. Everything just seemed weird. And then he said, well, my real name is not Ronald. My real name is Knowledge. And that's the name that and it's like, Ronald is not my real name. But, it said Ronald Frazier on a check that he wrote me, and Ronald is his real name, but I don't even know if he was into some new age kind of thing with him saying that his real name is Knowledge and stuff like that. So, and I don't even know with something like that. That sounds either new age or Masonic. I mean, I ended up questioning later on, but I don't even know. I mean, like, I don't even know if he's a con artist or a scam artist or something like that. But it's like they have people that actually be preying on homeless people and poor people. And this younger female, I'm not sure how old she was, but he was trying to hit on her. Like, he stopped the conversation with me and started talking to her and trying to get fresh with her. And like, he gave me his phone number and everything. I felt hesitant to call him because of the fact that we went to school. I don't even know if on social media if he would be connected with my twin sister. And if he would be connected with my twin sister and then possibly give her my phone number, and then she be evil and give it to the stalkers, and then I have to change my damn number again. So well, I'm glad that I'm not in any trouble or or that I'm safe on my end. But at first I thought up all kinds of things. I was wondering, oh, did he write me the check and then turn out to be an Indian giver? What's going on? But the lady at the bank told me that his checking account didn't have sufficient funds. But so I don't even know if for him doing that, is he a narcissist or a sociopath to do something like that? To try to fuck over me like that. And I'm already in enough freaking trouble, with the one honest mistake that I made, that I did not have criminal intent. And then he even wrote the date of the check. He wrote like 2 or 3 weeks ahead, and I thought that was kind of odd. And I didn't find out until later on, But yeah, at first he gave me a $100 check, and then later on, he said that if I go to Texas, he was gonna give me $1,000, and then he was gonna find me a house. Give me a place to live, and in Texas, and give me a job, $30 an hour. And he claimed that he owns 2 corporations. Well, okay, and he was wearing like a shirt like as if he works for Denny's, like a Denny's employee T-shirt, but he was claiming that he owns Denny's and certain corporations and restaurants and stuff. Okay, but what you doing taking the bus? Where's your car? And then he had like a military camouflage looking backpack, and he was trying to tell or show me like what homeless places to go to. Now, like I was trying to tell him, basically, I can't go to those places. I'm already freaking wrongfully banned. And can't go to those places. But I honestly don't remember him at West Jeff, and I don't remember if I knew him from 7th and 8th grade, but I definitely remember him in 9th grade at Gretna Junior High. But I do not remember him at all in high school, but I do remember Hardy Frazier, Andronell Frazier, and Antonio Frazier. I remember them. But he said that that there was another one named Antoinette Frazier, and I said I don't remember her at all. But Andronell was, I guess, definitely went to the military. I think the Navy. But Ronald said, I think he said he went into the Army or something like that, But I don't even know if he's actually homeless or not. And I don't even know if he's delusional or not, because certain homeless people, well, he didn't appear to be on drugs or a druggie or nothing. But I don't know. It seemed like as if he dreamed too big, or I don't even know if he was actually homeless or not. But he said that he just got back in town, and then he said that he was about to leave out of town, which was Wednesday morning, to go back out of town. But as I said, I kind of didn't have the guts to call him. And now I kind of got my final confirmation that you did something weird like that, make me highly suspect that you a perp, a gang stalker. And then, like, I thought my mind was playing tricks on me, that it looked like he was throwing up 666 and devil horns hand signs, but talking about God and blessings. And he acted like as if he was trying to convince and manipulate me to trust him. As an honest and truthful and smart person, or whatever. So, So I mean, I'm kind of disappointed. Well, now I have to understand because it's Jazz Fest, so they raised the prices, and certain of the cheaper hotels got sold out, and they raised the prices, and I had to go to more expensive hotels. And a lot of the motels are just as sold out as the cheaper hotels. But I mean, um, but this hotel, like if you split up all 5 nights pre-tax, it's under $100. Like I think they said $93 or something, and then plus tax, each night would have been over $100. I'm not sure. But I mean, all in all, with the deposit, I had to pay like 636 or 638. I don't remember. But but without the $100, it was like um 538, or was it 536 or something? I don't remember. Um, but um, you know, excuse me. Um, but certain other hotels on the weekends, I might end up having to pay like 90 something dollars, like Friday and Saturday. But um, then the price would go down if it was you know, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and sometimes Thursday or whatever. And it might be 60 something, 60 or 75, or between, or maybe $80. But if I earned up enough points, then I could get a discount to like maybe $55. But if I earned enough points, I could get a totally free night or something like that. But yeah. So that Ronald guy was on some weird shit. I don't know what the hell was wrong with him. Um, excuse me. I mean, because I've dealt with certain people you know, but I don't know if he was homeless or not. Oh yeah, no, he's supposedly not homeless because he told me that he was gonna when we got off the bus. Well, he told me that he was gonna go on. I forgot whether he said Canal Street or Bourbon Street that he was gonna go at. But that he was gonna hang out on maybe Bourbon Street or something all night, and then that he had a flight to take somewhere out of state, maybe back to Texas early in the morning. And he was trying to tell me to get out of state and don't worry about going to court. And he was trying to tell me, oh, there's going to be a big hurricane to come very, very soon, and before May 15th, and you got to get out of here real fast, and this and that, whatever. But I was like, well, if I didn't go to court, they were gonna, have a warrant out for my arrest if I didn't go to court. And he's like, oh, they're gonna drop the charges because they're gonna have like really bad hurricane or whatever. But I mean, if he turned out to not be trusted about the check, I can't. What else could I trust him with? But so excuse me. So I mean, I don't even know if I should just like in maybe an hour and a half from now, should I just go and have hamburger and fries, or should I just go to bed early, or try to go to bed early? you know. And like when I took a shower, you know, I try to make sure it was a really hot shower, you know. And I need to rest for a while before I go and find the physical strength to get to do my laundry. Now I have the opportunity, you know. So out of that $107, you know, I will have, you know, to do laundry. Um, so in this place, they have like one of those hotels that have like a pool, a fitness center, um, a business center, and stuff and some other things, you know. But I mean, I just did what I had to do. And this ain't my first time having to do something like this because I don't remember if it was within the past few months. I've had moments where I was trying to get the cheaper hotels for a week, but couldn't because they didn't have enough rooms. So then I had to go to a more expensive hotel and do 4 or 5 days rather than a whole week. Um, you know, but it's Jazz Fest weekend, and I'm glad to be away from all that. You know, I mean, I've been hearing like some crazy stuff in the news. You know, lately, both local and national news. But yeah, I was, you know, sleep deprived and tired and felt tortured. And my anxiety was really high, and I just couldn't wait to get up in here. Um, you know, but it's still hell over my head. I'm feeling anxiety about a month from now with the court date and everything. And I've been feeling both anxiety and depression about that. Um, and the fake public defender guy is pushing for me to suffer some kind of punishment rather than fighting to help me get out of punishment. You know, I thought that's what lawyers are supposed to do, help to fight and win your case. I never heard of a freaking any kind of lawyer or court appointed lawyer or whatever that because you're poor they're gonna push side with the prosecutors and the judge and push for you to be in the police and push for you to be punished. But I don't know. But I've been praying about this, and you know, I've been really praying for them to have mercy on me and to be merciful towards me or whatever, you know. But hmm, but yeah, um, I still need rest and I'm tired. Um, I'm tired and you know, too tired to journal or blog or write short stories or anything like that. And I've been just feeling sleep deprived, fatigued, and exhausted, you know. But lately I've been thinking about that Dennis the Menace scene. And I put it in the community post about Dennis the Menace feeding that homeless man the pork and beans, you know. But yeah. Um but I mean but I'm just doing what I need to do to survive. Like I don't even know, like, if throughout the years, certain times, even when I wasn't homeless, or if I had a place to be, certain times, even if I wasn't homeless and dealing with the targeting and the for sleep deprivation, even when not being homeless and being so sleep deprived and not feeling well that I would have to be forced to cancel certain job interviews that wouldn't hire me anyway. Ended up canceling certain job interviews. Excuse me, because of feeling so sleep deprived and out of it. Days of sleep deprived and needing to catch up on rest. I mean, due to this gang stalking program, and I didn't discover it until when I was eating my lunch or the breakfast food for lunch. Oh, and I had some apple juice too. With my lunch. Um, I I I discovered that I have like a bruise on my left arm. I took a few pictures of the bruise, but um, I think that the bruise, I didn't notice it until today, and it doesn't hurt, but it lightly hurts it lightly hurts to touch a little bit. But I think the bruise came from when I took a shower at the other hotel and when I fell. I think that's where the bruise came from. You know, um, so I can't think of anything else to talk about at the moment. But I was trying to hold out and not have to ask for anything for at least a week. The first week of me, you know, getting paid with the Social Security check and everything like that. But so like Thursday and Friday, I was, hoping to not have to ask for any help. But and I'm gonna, try to not have to ask for any help. But then but probably, Thursday and Friday, you know, that will be all of my funds from the Social Security and SSI, like for the whole entire month. I already paid my phone bill, and I paid the funds for I paid the funds for the phone bill, and I paid for my 2 bus passes, and the Uber ride was $23. It was raining. Give me a break. It was raining. Who the hell is gonna take 4 buses in the doggone rain, and they got like, well, not exactly in luggage, but um, yeah, a couple of bags. So, and so I got 2 things I have to battle. Um, I have to battle bed bugs and battle fighting off whatever, if this is a cold that I have or whatever sickness or something. And you know, I don't even know if I would need funds for like more of the soap and more of a few other hygiene items or a few other things. Um, and I would need to figure out how to factor in, you know, getting me some batteries this month for my MP3 player, to block out the outside noise. You know, um, so like no way out of my Social Security and SSI check, no way was this any kind of like useless waste of something unnecessary. All of this is just like what I need to survive. And the gang stalkers like, oh, Candy get like $9.50 a month. No, I get $9.63. But then like she get $9.50 a month and she just get her check and blow it away. But it was raining today, you know. But they say it's not gonna rain anymore today. But if it was raining tonight and I need a hotel room to have shelter overhead, what y'all want me to get rained on and get sick, even more sick? You know, so um so I mean, like nothing that I spent like any of the recent money on lately has been something that's like not a necessity or something that's a luxury, you know. But y'all are the ones who are stopping me, you know. Well, part of stopping me from, you know, having a job, and you know, when I get a job or a housing, the gang stalking network, what they you know, they threaten to find out where I'm staying at or where I'm working at, and they find out and then call up the place and, you know, lie on me and have me wrongfully fired, banned, whatever. And they will taunt and harass me and say, you're fixing to be back on the streets again and stuff like that, you know. And it's like, well, why I finally got a job, why you trying to take it away from me? And it's really creepy and scary what they do, and how they're doing it. So, but I mean, as I said, I'm just trying to survive the best way I know how, and you know, if I did have a permanent place to live at, it won't be very long for them to, until a matter of time for them to successfully gang stalk me out of the so-called permanent residence. So I realized that due to the gang stalking, both in-person and online gang stalkers, that I could never live or work anywhere for permanently or a long time. You know, and they won't allow me to make a living from my writings, and then I end up either being too sleep deprived, or if I'm on the ball with my writing and stuff, they will attack me really bad with the directed energy weapons to try to force me to stop writing, and electronically attack me to the point where it make me feel like they're killing me, you know. So they won't even allow me to make my own living. They won't allow me to make a living. And a lot of other TIs are going through this as well. But I'm going to get off here. It's now 6:48 p.m. Now 6:49 p.m. Thanks for listening to me. I love y'all. I don't know, depending on what might happen later on, I hope to not have to come back on here tonight because I'm really tired and need the rest. I really need the sleep. But they had I got a little bit of online harassment from a couple of perps earlier today and had to block them. So thanks for listening to me. I love y'all. Keep me in your prayers. I'm trying to fight to stay strong. I'll see y'all. If not tonight, then tomorrow.